Don't call us girls, it's quite condescending. Ladies.
I'd rather people not think that I shoved a hamster up my I want to tell you about my man of the week.
Thank God. I just love that Vogue's energy reboot is some Diet Coke and some marshmallows, and mine is a pint of rosé and a Ritalin. Joe, would you mind sending us through a list of men that don't have allegations against them?
I'm being taken for a ride left, right and centre.
I haven't been taken for a ride in ages.
Hello and welcome to My Therapist Ghosted Me, with me, Vogue Williams and Joanne McNally. And Joe. Can I say something quickly, right?
Is it about my hair?
No.
Oh, well it should be.
We've taken our medication, listeners.
Oh God.
We don't know what happened on the last pod, but when Joanne and I don't concentrate, we have real problems with finishing off topics. And Joanne usually course corrects me, but I don't ever course correct her because that's how I converse in my everyday life. But we are going to finish topics today.
Vogue, I'm so glad you said it. Because I forgot to say it, but I meant to say it.
Well, it was very difficult for us to stop talking. And obviously, Joanne is quite good at stopping me going off course. I'm not good at stopping her going off course.
Yeah, you were on one.
Excuse me, Joanne, you were definitely worse than me. I read some of the comments.
Oh shit! People commented on the state of the podcast.
Well, there was we always have a bit of misinformation, but it turns out there was an awful lot of misinformation. So
it's full fake news.
Full fake news, but I'm going to just do a correction corner for everybody, okay? So one person commented, "Ladies, your whirlwind of misinformation makes me howl. The Justin Bieber and Usher fighting picture was AI."
Oh no!
We'll let TMZ figure that out for us. TMZ will tell us what was happening. So that was AI, and Joanne, who was so sure of this, and there were no Hemsworths in The Housemaid. Now, I watched The Housemaid on your recommendation. Very much enjoyed, and yes, really liked Sydney Sweeney. And I didn't like her in the last thing I saw, and she's back. She's back in the room for me.
She's back in the room.
I think it's not Glenn Powell. Who's in The Housemaid? Joe.
Glenn Powell's the one with the teeny tiny mouth and no lips.
Brandon Sklenar.
Excuse the pronunciation.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah,
Brandon Sklenar.
Bran or whatever. Yeah.
And he was also in It Ends With Us, and The Housemaid, Joanne, very much enjoyed. I also watched The Conjuring, the new one, on the plane, and I always wondered why you watch scary movies on the plane, Joanne. I get it now. Because everyone's around you, so you're not scared, and the ghosts can't catch you.
Okay, I'll have to fact check you there, Vogue. I don't watch scary movies on planes. I watch Air Crash Investigation.
Joanne, I've sat beside you on planes and you're watching the most frightening things I've ever seen in my life, and then she falls asleep to them like it's a lullaby.
Yes, I like to listen to trauma. But when I have Air Crash Investigation, I listen to Air Crash Investigation on airplanes on long hauls, because then I feel it's too ironic to have a plane crash.
I understand.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
More comments. Cormac said, last week's ep was a masterclass in the inability to finish one topic.
Do you know what, Vogue? Before you continue with this annihilation,
the next one
podcast,
is my favourite, and I am not going anywhere until I say it to you.
Go on.
I did, as a big fan, I did try and say this to you. Eva said, Joanne, it's Wu-Tang Clan, not Clang.
Obviously, I know that, Eva. I am a huge fan, but because I am a huge fan of theirs, they said I can do what I want.
Did they? Yeah.
Do you know what, Vogue? I don't. Okay, look. Obviously, we struggle with finishing things. Joe, is that not your job? What is your job, Joe? Is it not your job to pause us and take little notes with your little golf pencil? And say, girls, you haven't. Oh, don't call us girls. It's quite condescending.
I don't.
Ladies.
Not ladies. That's a bit
Madame.
old. I prefer girlies. Girly whirlies.
No, if Joe called us girly whirlies.
Joe, I want you to call me a girly wordy. Joe, I want you to call me a girly wordy.
No, because I'd be sick. No.
Sorry, I'm not doing role play. I'm right here.
That is my job, but not when I'm on holiday, which I was.
Oh, fair. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
doing
he
it when I'm on
was. He
holiday. I
was.
just
No,
think it's
fair
too much
enough.
to
Yeah, he
ask.
was.
Well,
I forgot you weren't on that record. Fine, Joe.
Yeah.
Fine. Have your little
I
holiday.
I
Thank
actually really enjoyed watching you try and place blame on other people. Last one was from Louise, and she said conspiracy theorists think that Disney only made the movie Frozen so that if people Googled Disney Frozen, the film would come up and not articles about Walt Disney after being frozen after death.
We don't deal in facts. We deal in suggested memes.
I think that we should ban AI because honestly, I can't fucking bear it anymore. I'm being taken for a ride left, right, and center, and I don't want to do it.
I haven't been taken for a ride in ages. Okay, speaking of conspiracy theories, I keep getting sent this conspiracy theory that Marilyn Manson. They were like, because I did the conspiracy theory about Avril Lavigne being replaced and the Furbies being banned
Yeah.
from the White House because everyone thought that they were the earpiece for the Chinese. So people send me conspiracy theories. They're like, "What are you going to sort this one out?" And the one that they're sending me is the most famous Marilyn Manson rumor from the 1990s. Is that, do you remember there was a rumor that he had his ribs removed to
So
perform
he could give himself a blowy, yeah.
well, self-fellatio is what we're calling it.
Oh, sorry.
The more high-end version of sucking yourself off. The
Mhm.
widespread urban legend, along with others, such as killing animals on stage or being Paul Pfeiffer from the Wonder Years.
Who?
Oh my God. I totally forgot. Do you remember the Wonder Years?
No, I don't think I told you. I only watch Beauty and the Beast and Babar.
Joe, are you too young for the Wonder Years?
Yes.
Oh, Joe, you'd love it. You'd absolutely love it. Actually, I don't know if you would. I did, but I was 7 or something. Google it there.
8.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's real kind. It's an American TV show. It's set in the 60s, and it's just really kind of wholesome, fun. I can't remember. Anyway, the main actor Paul Pfeiffer, Marilyn Manson was accused of being Paul Pfeiffer. Anyway, why am I telling you this?
Conspiracy theories is why we were talking about.
Conspiracy theories.
I think that Marilyn Manson is in a quite hot water. I think, isn't he being done for stuff?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Look, that wasn't totally left field about Marilyn Manson. I don't think some people are like, what the fuck? Like Bill Gates, I still can't believe that he was on the plane. But there you go. But Marilyn Manson, I'm kind of like,
Was Marilyn on the island, Joe?
No, Marilyn wasn't on the island, but there's something. Go on, Joe. Tell us what it is.
Check the allegations. Oh, Jesus Christ. Joe, would you mind sending us through a list of men that don't have allegations against them, and we can just work off that?
Yeah,
It would be a lot easier. That
Send
one.
me the 10. Send me the 10 safe names we can actually talk about on the podcast.
Numerous allegations of sexual, physical, and
Yeah.
psychological abuse from several women.
Of course. Okay, well,
Criminal
creeper.
investigation concluded in 2025 with no charges filed due to lack of evidence and expired statutes of limitations. And it always
Well,
okay.
we
Well,
we
I was
wouldn't be
going-
a fan of his.
I was going to announce a new podcast where I get to the bottom of the rumor about Marilyn Manson removing his rib to suck himself off, and I will now backtrack.
Could you do Richard Gere instead, by any chance? That would be. I think Richard would really appreciate that, and to have that rumor taken back would be quite nice for him.
The hamster up the arse.
Yep.
Do you know what, Richard? I will consider rebooting your career. Leave it with me.
I mean, when I think of the rumors that go around about me, I just feel it's like that saying, if you put your problems out in the line, you'd take your own back instead of someone else's. It's the same with rumors. I would. Okay, it might not be out in the line, Joe, but there's some.
I think.
It's
Do you
not a
mind
saying
if
I've ever heard before, and it
do you
wasn't very
mind if I
catchy.
You
correct
know what
you?
I'm saying? Yeah, go on.
If you take your own problems to the table. No, yeah, if you
Same thing. I just said you put them on the washing line because I do a lot of washing.
take your own problems out of the washing basket and put them on the line, you'll take someone else's home.
No, you won't take someone else's home. The whole saying is you won't take someone else's home. You'll want to take your own home again because other people's are so bad. It's
Sorry,
the
if
same
you
with
see- if-
rumors.
If you see if you put your problems in the washing basket and you bring it to the line, you hang them up, and you see other people's problems, you'll take your own problems back in the washing basket.
Exactly, that's it.
It's
The
snappy, isn't it? That saying.
so the washing basket be full of the problems and you take your own back.
It's such a snappy little saying.
Yeah, one in
But-
the hand is worth two in the bush, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't like that one. I don't like that one. But that's what I'm saying about rumors. Like I much prefer to have my own rumors, which kind of piss me off in a way. But I'd rather not people not think that I shoved a hamster up my arse. Like there's no coming back from that. But there's Vogue, the girl who shoves a hamster up their arse.
Yeah, I don't know. I have an American tour to sell. Denver, Salt Lake City, Chicago, Boston,
Joanne did shove
San
pigeon.
Francisco. I would.
Remember?
I would. I would actually put one up if I thought I'd sell more than 3 tickets in Salt Lake City.
Joanne, I haven't seen those pigeons because she's put them inside herself.
Anything to sell a ticket.
If you spend any time with Joanne, you'll just hear.
I'd decapitate myself online if I thought I was going to shift anything in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, please check the website. So those pigeons, do you remember I came home? I was away for work, and so they'd obviously like taken to the windowsill. But you remember that they were shagging on the windowsill. Joe, do you remember this?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And I was like, "What is that kerfuffle?"
We got
And the
great
lad-
enjoyment out of hearing about the pigeons. It used to be a weekly occurrence.
And your man, and the lad would clap himself after. Yeah, it was so funny. But once I was back in the house, they obviously didn't like the company inside, so they let it. Sorry, is anyone going to ask? Is anyone going to ask me about my hair? No.
Joanne, your hair is
I'm
very
sitting here,
long and
I'm
very
pulling it
beautiful.
and twirling it, and no one's saying a single thing about it.
It's gorgeous. I feel like your hair grows. It's nearly the same length you used to have your hair, but your hair used to be to your arse. So you're actually really used to having hair like that.
Me and Joe were on before you zoomed in, Vogue, as always. And Joe said...
I zoomed in at 10:31, by the way. We started at 10:30, and then I sat here and waited for Joanne to set up for 10 minutes. So that's usually why I pop in slightly late.
Well, I was on at 10:55. Anyway, Joe was like, "Oh my God, your hair. It's he didn't really say, actually, I was going to say he said it's lovely. He didn't. He just went, your hair.
I said, look at your hair.
Yeah, he said, look at your hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna insert a compliment there that he didn't actually give me. He just went,
look at your hair, you stunning goddess. Is that what
That's
he said?
what I meant. Yeah.
He said, look at your hair. And I went, oh, it's fake. And he goes, I know, Joanne, it's like, I know.
I was away for a week.
Yeah. I was like, boys are stupid. I don't know. But I was filming this new panel show called Unacceptable.
Yeah.
I'm the team captain, Vogue.
Fantastic.
Are you proud of me?
Of course I'm proud of you, but that's where you belong.
I've never captained.
Late coming.
You're dead right. I should have been doing this 6 years ago. I've never captained anything in my life, not even a sports day. I've done about 2 panel shows in my entire career. To say I'm unqualified for the job. Anyway, it was very intense. It was very full on. We recorded 6 episodes in 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 episodes in 4 days. Garreau came over. He was writing with me on it. And I locked in, as the kids would say. Like, I locked in. We were up really early. We were working really late. I had him on the Ritalin, blah, blah, blah. And then we had the last 2 episodes yesterday. And then I locked out.
It's important to do that.
I unplugged from the Matrix and locked out. That's why I'm wearing the sunglasses, if anyone's wondering why I'm blind again. Anyway, Liv Davey, who was doing my hair and makeup, she was like, do you want to put the stenos in that Hadley got you? And I was like, I do. Now, they look a bit shit now because they're kind of
I think they still look good.
Do you think?
Yeah, I got them stuck into my head and I went quite long, but mine are in forever. You need to get them in forever. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Oh, wait till Joanne's wanking her mic off. Jesus Christ.
Rumble.
Are we singing? What was that? I didn't like it. Very unqualified for the job, and I felt a little bit out of my depth when we started recording the episodes. And one of the episodes, I started crying on like sitting at my desk.
You're really hard on yourself, though. You're really hard on yourself all the time. You always do that. You're always too hard on yourself. You just need to have a bit of self-confidence and have a bit of fun with it. And I think that you would have been brilliant.
I don't have that. As in, because I've never done it. I was like, this is a completely different muscle. I don't know what I'm doing. Now, in fairness, some of the episodes, I was like, oh, I feel like I'm kind of hitting my flow. But there was one episode, I actually walked off. When we wrapped the episode, I went up to the director, producer person. I'm not sure what the title is. I went to Toby and I said, here, can we bin that one? Can we can it? And he's like, no, that's not how it works, John. We filmed an entire episode for 3 hours and it will be used. I was like, well, I don't know what you're going to do with me. You're going to have to put some words in my mouth in post because I literally
have to be talking all the time as the team captain. That's the team captain's job. You want other people to talk as well. So
you're dead right, Vogue, but you shouldn't be crying.
There's nothing.
Have you ever seen anyone? Have you ever seen anyone crying on Capstar's Countdown? Have you seen Jimmy Carr crying?
I've seen him crying loads of times. Loads of times. He's always crying, okay?
He's no emotions. He's dead inside. Jimmy can't cry. I wouldn't say he has any eye ducts.
I can't imagine what would make him cry, though. You know, when someone, like, when was the last time I cried? Okay. I cried a couple of weeks ago. I had to think about it there. I was like, that was fair enough. Whenever I cry, I like to take myself. I was telling this to Amber. I like to take myself to a mirror and have a little look at how sad I am, and then I'm ready.
Bit of porn.
Then I'm
Yeah.
ready to suck it back in and be like, okay, now I've seen it. It's bad, but now we're ready to go back. But Jimmy Carr, like, what the hell would make him cry?
I don't know. I assume like some sort of tax
Yeah.
issue. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Poor
But,
Jimmy
like,
Carr will never shake the tax tag, will he?
Jimmy, if you're listening, I'd love to have you on my new panel show, Unacceptable.
I'll send us your
can-
accountant's details as well, will you, please, Jimmy?
We can cry together. It's fucking hard.
You actually. Well, it is hard to sit there for 3 hours doing TV, but yeah,
yeah.
I find TV is a lot of hurry up and wait.
Also, I will say, so it's obviously filmed in front of a live audience, right?
Mhm.
And the live audience they're not my audience, and I'm on tour at the moment, so I'm kind of used to like having people in the room who know me, maybe even like me.
Yeah.
Do you know? And
Mhm.
and there's goodwill there, so like they're on board and they kind of know what you're about and everything. This room, they know Richard, they know Ed. They did not have a clue who I was, naturally, of course. And so some of the audiences were completely on board, but when an audience isn't on board with you, wow.
Oh no,
I was
it hurts.
just, oh my God. You have to sit there and like basically die for 2.5 hours while smiling because the team are saying, look, we'll just can the laughter in the edit, so just look like you're having a good time. And I was like, well, I'm crying now. So
Can you cut out the crying, please?
Yeah, can you AI the eyes dry, please? Because I'm full blown crying. Yeah, it was full dramas, but they were so nice. It's Ramesh Ranganathan's production company, actually. It's Rangabee. He was on as a guest.
I think he is. I love him. I actually really
He's
like
brilliant.
his new pod.
Hopefully the crying works for a bit of publicity. So please do tune in to Unacceptable on TLC. Dates to be
TBC.
Dates to be TBC on TLC.
I'm in St Bart's, just in case you didn't know.
With the posh pearled crabs.
The crabs are probably very expensive here, honestly.
Tell us about St Bart's.
St Bart's is, well, come here to me. So loads of the girly wordies. Forward to be on
the grown women. Yeah.
Forward to be on someone's Insta story. So basically I was on the beach. I was telling this to Amber as well, but I was on the beach and got chatting to this woman, and they were staying in this villa. It's the nicest one in the Eden Rock. It's massive. It's like this huge party villa. It's actually going to be on the Vogue this week. It is the most insane. I did a tour.
How's the vlog going?
The vlog is going really well. Everyone's so nice in the comments on YouTube. Oh my God, it's so different.
It is kind of nice, feel good content, I will say. Sorry, Joe, I'm just stroking my hair. That's what we do.
Carry on, mate.
But I went in, so basically there was a gap because it's always sold out. Someone's always in it, and I went in during like when they're kind of doing the room changeover because I wanted to record it for my vlog because it is the most insane villa. It's on the beach in Eden Rock, and it's got this massive pool, and then you've got all the beachfront in front of it, and there are all your chairs, and like it's got 6 bedrooms. It's a huge party villa.
So, but who'd be going? Like, I mean, that to me sounds like kind of Macron would be going. Like, who can afford? Like, who's going there?
Well, I'll tell you who was
Can me
there.
and Joe? If me and Joe wants to Airbnb it now, what would be looking at cost wise?
Well, you wouldn't be able to book it. It's probably booked out for the next 2 or 3 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And the cost is wild. I'm like, Spenny, get it for your 40th. Spenny, ask your parents. But everyone's always like, why aren't you staying in the hotel? I'm like, well, the hotel's a business, and everything is sold out. So like, if we want to go in the hotel, then they have to get clients out, and they're not willing to do that because it's a business. Like, that's just how it works. Like, we're staying in Spenny's godfather's villa, which is the most incredible place in the world. So listen, we're delighted. But anyway, so I'm outside Villa Rockstar, and we were on the deck chairs outside it, which actually belonged to Villa Rockstar, but we thought that they were changing over. Turns out they weren't. So the girls who were in Villa Rockstar, there was three women, 2 younger girls, and they all looked amazing. Anyway, they came out and they sat down. We were really apologetic, and they were really saying, they were like, doesn't matter, don't worry about it, even though our kids were eating all over their feckin' seats. And so we sat down, and I was chatting away to the mom for ages, and she was talking about how she manages her daughters who were there, and we were talking to them, and she was really, really nice, really interesting. They were talking about where they were going next, and yada 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 yada, whatever. And then Alexander goes to me, is that Jordan Woods? And I was like, I wouldn't miss that. I'd just been talking to her for like 15 minutes. And then I looked back and I was like, holy fuck, it's Jordan Woods, Kylie Jenner's best friend. Remember?
You're one who hooked up with your man.
Yeah.
Who's she marrying?
So, an NBA player.
For fuck's sake. Like, what am I doing with my life?
I know. And I've married this trash. I can't even get a room in that hotel. His parents own it supposedly, and look at this. So she's marrying
trash bag.
She's
saying it.
No, I was calling Spenny a trash bag.
Joe,
Not
why
the villa? I'm manifesting owning this villa. I keep walking around it, and I told Alex, Spenny's godfather, I was like, I'm manifesting to own this villa. I don't know how manifesting works, but I've heard if you want
say
something,
say it 3 times backwards in the mirror and it happens. Why didn't I marry Tiger Woods? Like, Joe, what? Like,
he's in a spot of bother again now, Joanne, Tiger Woods. I think he's got another fucking DUI, doesn't he? Is that AI or real? Is another DUI? Jesus Christ. Tiger, get a driver. You're literally the most minted person in the world. Get a driver.
I can't get a husband because no one wants to marry me because I'm problematically independent, because I took the feminist soup and I blamed Jermaine Greer.
You haven't taken that much of the feminist soup. Come on. Is
this because I lasered my bikini line? Is this argument again?
Well, the hair speaks for itself.
I collapsed under the societal pressure of men fetishizing women's bodies. Sorry, Vogue. I'm a product of my generation and my culture.
Joanne McNally, you won't even go on a date that you organise 3 months in advance and then you cancel the day before. So it's not that you're a feminist, it's that you couldn't be fucking arsed.
How dare you? I'm in the trenches, Vogue.
I say it as I see it. As I see it.
Or Nostradamus.
Speaking of Jordan Woods, who is also obviously she's still friends with Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner wasn't here. I did try and find out, and because I would have passed away and died, obviously. But have you seen the stuff about Kris Jenner online?
No. I've literally been down a bunker. Tell me, I've no idea what's happening in the world.
She has literally turned into this massive meme in China. So people...
Brilliant. Great business.
Yeah, they're sharing images of Kris Jenner to manifest luck and success. Like, there's pictures of Kris Jenner, and it's like, share this picture of Kris Jenner for 5 years of good luck. So they're seeing her as a symbol of like, if you're going for a job, post this picture of Kris Jenner and you'll get the job that you're going for. Yeah. Do you remember you used to get those when you were younger? If you don't send this message to 12 of your friends, you'll die a lonely, horrible death. And you had to send this message to 12 of your friends. Do you not remember them?
No, yeah, of course I do. The chain letters.
Yeah, so there's a Kris Jenner one, but Kris Jenner is like this goddess over in China now. And I think it's because she's so successful herself that people think that she is the epitome of wealth and success. So everyone is just posting about her, being like, if you want to be really successful, you've got to post Kris Jenner.
Send her to me, I'll reshare it.
Yeah. Post this 5 times and you'll get whatever you want.
I was thinking the other day, because you know the way I love to get scammed.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's kind of mad that I haven't had a Nigerian prince in my emails of yet. And I was like, I'd say I would respond so quickly if I did, that they'd think that I was a scam. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would give money to them so quickly that they'd be like, oh, she's the police, obviously, and they would back away.
Hang on a second, I'm just going to go get a Coke and some marshmallows.
I just love that Vogue's energy reboot is some Diet Coke and some marshmallows, and mine is a pint of rosé and a Ritalin.
I want to tell you about my man of the week.
Thank God.
In a bad way, okay? Obviously, it's a Florida man, but I just thought... Why is
that obvious?
It's always a Florida man. Have you never read the headlines as Floridians?
Of course.
It's a Florida man. Just mad shit seems to happen in Florida. Mad shit. So this man
it's the fentanyl. Okay, go on.
No, I think they do a different one down in... what's the one they do in Florida, Joe? There is one that they do down in Florida that's not fentanyl. I've seen them on it when I went to Miami. hooker or something, and
Gear, cat.
it does not look fun. It does
Well,
not look fun.
I will be in Portland, Oregon around October time. Tickets, and
Very
I
good.
remember the first time I landed in Portland, Oregon. It was the first place I went on the Prosecco American tour, and I was. It was a shock. It was a bit of a shock to the system. It's like it's like a tale of two cities.
Yeah.
There are gorgeous, really hipster, cool parts like coffee shops and like lovely, like deadly parts. And then you turn a corner and there's like a lad kind of like bent out, kind of, I don't
Yeah.
know, like like kind of half standing in a shopping trolley. That is fentanyl.
That's fentanyl, but there's one. What is the one? It's called. It's like a 4-letter word. Anyway, they like to do it down there, so maybe that has something to do with it. But this man, right?
Mm.
He was having a party, so having a really good time in his house with his pals, and he didn't want his wife to come home because she would stop the party potentially. Did you see this? I sent
Oh
you the
my
third-
God. Sorry, I know this guy. Did he unplug a dam?
He literally damaged a levee.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
he created not just a little baby flood to stop his wife coming home, a massive flood. He destroyed 14,000 acres of farmland, destroyed buildings, shut down a full bridge just so he could continue partying with his friends. He's serving a life sentence.
No. For breaking a dam. A life
He
sentence.
destroyed 14,000 acres of farmland. He wrecked buildings. He shut down an entire bridge. This is in America, where you get 25 years for stealing a car. I mean, come on. Everyone steals cars. I nearly stole a car the other day by accident because it's the same cars here. Everyone drives these little mini mokes, and it was just a red one. And I got in and I started it, and I was like, something feels weird. It wasn't my car.
Wasn't your car?
I'd just driven out of the parking space and I just reversed and put it back.
I do feel like joyriding a Honda Civic is a rite of passage for any woman.
But a life sentence. Imagine
No.
you just do something that dumb when he's obviously high on that yucca or whatever the drug is. That's allegedly, and just really pissed, doesn't want his wife to come home. So he has a whole family at home. And that fucking idiot is now in prison for life.
Well, I have to say, because I'm reading extensively about the male loneliness epidemic at the moment, and I think male friendship is at risk of extinction. So I support what this lad did.
Well, maybe you should. Do you know what?
I think he deserves to have some time with the boys, and his wife was going to interfere with that. This man's obviously lonely. Any suggestion that a man enjoys socializing, I think we should lean in and support. What do you think, Joe?
I mean,
You are
I
right
think-
on male friendship. Something needs to be done.
yeah.
I do believe
Maybe
that.
not
I think
that, but
look,
He could have just turned his phone off and gone to the pub down the road.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
went a bit. Look, it escalated. It escalated. He got
He definitely
overexcited.
took-
We've all done it. But Joe, how many friends would you say you have?
10.
Are me and Vogue in that?
No.
I
Oh,
was
God.
thinking about my male friends, not my most cherished and closest. And
Joanne, you know we're not in us. You know we're not in us.
Your two work wives, Joe, huh?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Would you say you've 10 close male friends?
that's a very off the dome guess. Without counting, maybe it's less. Between 5 and 10.
I think I understand that about male friendships as well. But I saw these 3 girls going, like 3 or 4 of them running together in Battersea, and they were kind of I assumed they were running. They were sweaty and they were going to the coffee shop together. And I just thought, like, it's hard. I think as you get older, it's harder to have like friends like that you have the time to go out with, because like I feel like we're working, and if you've got kids, you've got to be with your kids a lot of the time. Like, there just doesn't feel like as much time as there used to be. I find it easier when I'm at home in Ireland to see a lot more people, because I think they're just in more closer proximity. And I think if it's people like us who work in this industry as well, we're always all over the place and just work weird hours, and just aren't in the same spot, it's harder to hang out with.
London is bananas. Like if you want to see someone in East London, it's like going interrailing. It's like an hour and a half to get there.
I wouldn't go there.
You just don't do it.
Well, I was gonna go about this Florida woman only because I was looking up, I was googling about the Florida man, and then this woman came up. So she was found in a tree, and then I went down this rabbit hole. This is where it's coming from. This isn't just me
Great.
being. I know that you love squirrels because remember that squirrel in America that got euthanized, and you were very upset about him.
Who?
Oh, okay.
Peanut. His name was
Peanut.
Peanut.
You loved Peanut.
Vogue. I've moved on.
I thought you would have at least remembered the squirrel that got euthanized. Like you were really upset about it at the time.
I've moved on. I'm trying to figure out why Punch broke up with his girlfriend.
Well, you're going to love this woman. She was found in a tree wearing a squirrel costumes, throwing acorns at police and shouting, "I am the squirrel queen." And now she's gone viral. She has sticks and stuff in her hair. So she really
What?
went for it. Yeah. It was in Florida again. I'm telling you, it's not shit they're all taking. It's all over the internet. I saw it. And then when I was looking into her, because I looked into your man, there was a massive squirrel attack in Florida in a senior citizens home, and they had to call the ambulance. The squirrel got into their recreation room and attacked them all, and loads of them were bleeding from the face.
Sorry, attacked or tried to connect?
Attacked. They
Well,
were
I think-
all bleeding and had to go to hospital.
No, sorry, Vogue, I'm going to stop you there. If a squirrel intentionally walks into a recreational room, it's there to have a good time.
Okay, well, he was biting them. He was
didn't walk in-
biting them.
He was kissing them with his teeth.
She's back on squirrels now. She's into squirrels again.
I totally forgot. I was devastated about that squirrel, and now I've remembered, and I'm going to need a minute.
Did you hear one from the Miss Thailand contestant?
Remind me of this, please.
So during the Miss Thailand pageant, a contestant, Kamo Luan Chirango, her false teeth fell out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I did.
I thought she was going to crunch down on them. So she was doing this whole speech, her little presentation, and her false teeth fell out while she was doing the presentation. And all she did was sashay away and just absolutely nailed it, and kind of just completely ignored the fact that these massive false teeth had fallen out of her mouth, and everyone is praising her, being like she should absolutely win now, that she just continued and just acted like it was just normal. Oh my God.
I'm not being bad. I'm not being bad.
Mhm.
And there's a special place in hell for women who don't support other women, etc. However, if I was entering Miss Thailand, which probably wouldn't be legally allowed or would be highly inappropriate,
Yeah.
and I was ready to kind of smile, do my bits and bobs, and try and win a prize, I don't think I'd wear dentures.
She supposedly just wanted to make her teeth a little bit whiter, but when you see the teeth underneath, they look like pretty good teeth.
Sorry, come on, a crest strip. There's other ways. A crest strip would whiten the teeth. You're putting in dentures. I don't know about that. I think that's a bit odd. I don't know. I understand. Look, she's trying to get a deal. I get it. She's trying to make a saving.
Sure,
But I do think it's a bit odd. And also, I would find it very humiliating if my teeth popped out in the middle of a job.
Do you ever see that Miss America girl? There was one, and it kind of still goes around doing the memes, and the contestant, she was asked, why can't 1/5 of Americans locate the US on a map? And she's like, I personally believe that US Americans
Stop. I know. It's
are unable to
awful.
do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, such as South Africa and the Iraq.
God, I feel so bad. Why are we asking
Just don't answer.
young, hot models? And this is I'm not making, I suppose maybe I am actually making a wide aspersion by models. These girls are up there, their tits and teeth, they're having a good time, they're out to enjoy themselves and show us a bit of glam. And then you're like, oh, by the way, what would be your solution for the Middle East? It's ridiculous. Do you remember Miss Congeniality
Sandra
and
Bullock.
Cheryl Fraser, who was Miss Rhode Island? They asked her, describe your perfect date. And she went, April 25th, because it's not too hot and it's not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
There was a woman, right? she basically was on benefits because she said that her anxiety left her housebound. She received 23 grand in benefits, in payments, and investigators found that she'd been traveling. She'd gone surfing. She'd been in Cancun visiting theme parks in the UK. She went ziplining. And when she got confronted, she said, I didn't realize you're not allowed to leave your house.
I would imagine ziplining is quite good for anxiety, to be fair.
Yeah, not in Cancun when you say you can't go to work and you're just claiming benefits, being like, I can't go to work because I can't leave the house, but I can go to Cancun and go ziplining. It's different. It's different.
I mean, none of us want to leave the house. Do you know what I mean? Like, why should she get to stay in?
I was once filming a TV
Why can't
show.
Why can't I sit at home and claim benefits? Is that too much of a controversial question?
Probably.
Do you know what, Joanne? You could, if you
Could
wanted
I?
to. You could. Yeah.
I love that.
That's
I'm tired. I'm tired.
tired.
I have to hang up this pack for Australia. I'm tired.
A
Joe, can I
lovely,
go
long,
benefits?
delicious flight to Australia. Well, you can't go to Australia. You won't be able to afford the flight. Oh, no, so
Australia,
that's bad.
Melbourne, Sydney, Perth. Tickets on sale now.
Once when I got duped once when I was doing a TV show. I was recording a TV show and it was with this person who said that they couldn't leave the house for reasons to do with mental health and stuff like that. Anyway, we'd recorded for the day in the house, couldn't even go to the garage around the corner because wasn't able to leave the house at all. Anyway, we forgot something and we're making our way back to the home and the person was driving out of the home. Yeah, so had left the home, even though we spent the whole day filming in the home because they couldn't film outside it.
Do you know they're starting to run ads on AI?
What do you mean?
So ChatGPT or whatever it is, what is it, Joe?
Oh, for people using it, there's ads on them.
So, and you know the way like ChatGPT is really encouraging, like it'll never tell you, you'll be like, I killed a man. And they'll be like, ooh, that sounds stressful. Hope you're okay.
No, I've asked ChatGPT some health questions and stuff. And like, if I do this, is it okay? And they're like, no. And they tell me and I'm like, oh, well, I'll rephrase that. Okay, ChatGPT.
Mine is very relaxed.
Really?
But I was like, it's going to be like, oh, you're like, oh, I ran over Joe. And they'll be like, ooh, nasty. Let's spare back and see how we can fix it. Meanwhile,
Joe was actually a bit annoying, so fuck him.
Why not buy tickets to K-pop? December 12th.
I haven't seen
the event in
that.
Apollo. Yeah, no, they're coming in. The ads are coming in. A friend of mine went, she said she brought up her daughter and they went to K-pop gig in the SSE because all the K-pop have kind of broken through now. They're not just like Korean culture, blah, blah. They're like mainstream, almost kind of. And so there's this K-pop band. Look, I'm not going to pretend I understand the industry or the culture. I don't.
Don't sing the song. Oh, no, it's in my head now. That's it.
How? Sing
We're
the song.
going up, up, and up.
Oh, why would you do
Vogue, Vogue,
that?
I'm
Vogue,
sorry,
please.
everyone.
Stop
It's
wiggling your
terrible.
arms like that.
John, that's
I'm
my
really
singing.
hungover.
When I sing, that's what I do.
That made me seasick with the wiggling there. But so she went to see them in the SSE and she said like half of them weren't even Korean. She said it was absolutely mental.
Will you sense check that? Because I saw them, they performed at the BAFTAs, they actually performed at the Oscars too, and I have to give it to them, they were absolutely amazing.
It'd be like me and you going to Brazil, Vogue, but they're kind of deciding we've other places to be and sending Jedward.
Well, we could, that's a potential, but I will go to Brazil happily. So, Jedward, do not pack your bags.
No, we'd go to Brazil.
Before you say goodbye, you know how you two always plug stuff? Can I plug a thing?
Yeah.
No,
Please.
no.
Yeah.
But please.
Of course you can. Go on.
Another thing that I do is voiceover in animation, and a thing that I've done is now out. Do you know Miffy, that Dutch rabbit?
Yeah, Miffy.
I am Miffy's dad in Miffy and Friends, which you can watch on Sky Kids if you're in the
That's
UK
so
or Ireland.
cool.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This will trigger her. This will trigger her.
Where is this Disney pipeline? She was a fridge. You're Miffy the whatever. I haven't had a single call from a cartoon company.
Well, look, maybe this is, you could
You're
advertise
next.
yourself, put yourself out there.
Yeah, you're
Let's
next.
Let's get you there.
You met Pixar last week, not us.
Yeah.
You're in.
Yeah, but I didn't know I met them. I haven't heard anything back. There's been no follow-ups. I hope this email finds you. There's no email.
Everyone, thank you so much for listening.
Salt Lake
And-
City. 4 tickets sold. Is the film going to be big in the Mormon community, Joe?
It's a TV series, and I don't know how they feel about anthropomorphic rabbits. So I just don't know.
That was a lot of words.
Okay, bye everybody.